I'm going to read through the Gospels because I want my faith to be impregnable, and I want my doubt to go away. The first question they're going to have is, it seems like there's a lot of disagreement in the gospel, even in the resurrection accounts. How can we trust is something written a couple thousand years ago, maybe 1900 years ago, that we can't even decide on how many people discover the empty tomb? How can we deal with some of these disagreements and assume they're not just textual variants along the way?
Two of the problems, there's others, but two of the issues there are so commonly brought up, that they're not even resurrection questions, they're contradiction questions. And the two would be, which women went to the tomb and how many angels were there? But let's just say, for the sake of the argument, the Old and New Testament are filled with errors. Let's say they're filled with mistakes. Let's say there are 10,000 errors in the Old and New Testament. Here's the problem. The gospel message, when the gospel is defined in the New Testament, it's chiefly the writings of Paul and the book of Acts. And these three are either virtually always or always present. Deity, death, and resurrection. That's a factual foundation. If all we know is deity, death, resurrection, Christianity is true. Yeah, but what are you going to do with Genesis 1? You're not listening. Christianity is true. But if I know the gospel's true, Christianity follows. Discrepancies, contradictions, it's the most common objection to Christianity. So discrepancies are the most common objection, and they do nothing. As long as the deity, death, resurrection of Christ follows, they do nothing. Yeah, they mess around with my view of inspiration, but they don't do anything to the gospel or